every key, we have 6 chords that we really want to link together. The 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and the 6 chord, the 2 chord, and the 3 chord. In order to do that, we start with linking the 1 chord to the 4 chord, the upper neighbor, and the 5 chord, the lower neighbor. And then we link the 6 chord to its upper neighbor, the 2 chord, and its lower neighbor, the 3 chord. So in a quick overview, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. That's for every key. I wrote those in on these 2 charts that I gave you to practice this stuff. But when you go through these, I want you to try to stick to these exact inversions for right now, just so you really burn them into your fingers. We want these inversions, upper neighbors, lower neighbors, like that, to be like breathing, right? We want this to be like effortless, going between those chords and those inversions. So as you play through these songs, really try to went to a specific G chord. I went to the 4 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord. Cool, so use these exact inversions and really burn these into your fingers. Same exact thing applies to The Wind Beneath My Wings. I just rewrote this chart to be in the key of C. It makes no difference what key it's in. It's just the keyboard geography gets a little bit harder to see and when you're less familiar with a key such as B flat. But we're familiar with the key of C, so we know about 1 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 4 chord, the 2 chord, 5 chord, 2 chord, 5 chord. Let's watch that on here. Watch, when I go to a 2 chord, very specific 2 chord, 2 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord, 1 chord, 4 chord, very specific 2 chord, 2 chord, 'Look at this part right here. This is this transition, the 3 chord. This is the lower neighbor to our 6 chord. 6 chord, lower neighbor of the 6 chord, leads so nicely into the 6 chord. I'm going to play everything that's in pink, and I'm going to show it on piano. So. So when you use those correct inversions, tension and release that you get is so perfect because you're retaining the harmonic context when you go between these inversions. The lower neighbor to the 6 chord. It's so important to retain this relationship.